It's so funny how this is constantly true. I don't know how many times this keeps happening, but most breakups, when they happen, the person does not really mean to leave. Especially if it's someone you've been together for some time or for a long time. When they break up with you, especially all of a sudden, most often it's not true. They still want you, even if at the time. That's why some couples, they can tell you that, we kept breaking up and we get back up. It is not that easy to just leave somebody, given that how you play your cards. Someone just called me just yesterday, and she was just, I don't know how many times this lady, she tried to break up with me. Even now, the last time she told me that she found somebody new, and I let it be. I didn't beg, I didn't argue. But it was so funny when she called me, she still wanted to see me. And I'm like, you see? So now I want to tell you, there are things that you have to avoid in order, if you want your ex to come back or to regret breaking up with you or even leave a new relationship. Listen, you have more power when you are been together for so long. So it means if you play your cards right, you can always win them back. You get what I'm saying? So one thing that you must avoid is initially is begging them. Okay, it's begging them. Begging only works as a sign to show that you still want them. But begging, please, one more chance, crying, it can only ruin your chances. I can assure you that. So avoiding that, because, okay, let me put it like this: the more you beg, the more your attraction goes down, 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 down. It does not matter whether you're a guy or you're a girl. Even women, the more she begs, the more you start to take it for granted. You look at her, she starts to lose her value. But someone who even begs once and they are gone, that's what makes you to, but maybe I should have given them a chance. Maybe, you get what I'm saying? So never beg like crazy. If you realize maybe you were wrong, or you want to show them that you still care, you wouldn't mind to give it another chance, beg once or twice and then you let go. That alone, if you give them enough space, that will make them to remember you again. Then secondly, make it a point that you were not the one on the wrong when they left. Okay, let me put it like, not mere minor wrong. You find that what you did was not such a big deal. If it was such a big deal, or maybe you were cheating, or maybe you beat her up, or something big, then I can say apologize. Even if you can make sure you apologize to an extent where you will show them how sorry you are. And even if you are not forgiven, that will play in the future after you have given them space or you have gone no contact. That will give them more time to feel like, maybe this person meant it. So if you want to win them back, make sure you are not needy, you don't beg, as well as apologize if you were wrong. But if you were not wrong, this is the third one, of course. If you were not wrong, the breakup just happened, we were all just fighting, give them that space, okay? So listen, this is one thing that you also have to look out for. Never make it a point. You do not disturb the no contact if you want them to come back, if you want your value to go back up. I don't know how, but according to theory, it seems like if someone says that you don't beg them, it only makes sense that they would think that you don't love them enough, it's not worth it, right? But yeah, and that makes sense theoretically, but the human nature doesn't look at it like that. The more you don't beg, the more your value goes up. Meaning, such a person can never really take you for granted, because they know, I lose this one never begs. So I will never ever allow small things to make us fight. That is why you have to make sure that let no contact take its course. Let space take its course. And now, since that space has taken its course, now this will move us to the next one, where if they're in a new relationship, it gives them the opportunity. Yes, listen, I know and I understand that it makes it feel like risky, because with a new person, what if they forget about me? Yeah, it only makes sense that, of course, if they meet someone new, they are likely to forget, right? That's true, but they don't. The reality of the things, how things work, I don't know how, is part of the human nature and how nature works. Most people, they don't forget instead. You know what happened actually? When they're in a new relationship, they get over their honeymoon phase. Some is because they are in a rebound, but they are still attached to you. They start to see that things are not the same. In the beginning, it seems like, the person is an improvement from you, but give them time. Remember, that person is also doing something which yourself maybe at the time you are no longer doing. And remember, anything new is exciting. That is why what's old to you is new to somebody else. So that's how it feels. That's why someone can just leave you without a good cause. It always feels nice. They've been kissing someone new. They have you get on because they are used to you. But be rest assured that they're gonna get used to that new person. And after they get used to, that is when the missing you start again. A human being is almost like, I can compare them like food. You can eat burger today, you can eat pizza on a daily basis until you get tired. That, you know what, I'm tired of pizza. You know what happens? It does not mean that entirely you won't ever crave for pizza in the future. Only for that time, because today you ate pizza so much or the burger so much, you are full. You get what I'm saying? And the hunger will start all over again after you give it time. So that's in fact, that is what really happens when you re-attract somebody. That is why when you give them space, you give them a chance to get used to the new food, which is the new partner. And after they've been eating the same food, it gets tiring. And it leaves a room for them to desire someone new or the old one. You all look the same. You never lose value. It's like your taste begins to regrow. That is why we all somehow at some point in our lives miss our exes. That is the reason. But if our exes were always on our necks, breathing on our necks, begging us, we were never going to get a chance to miss them and crave for them. So you want your ex to come back, you want your ex to regret, do these things and you will see all your exes, majority, they will come back. Okay? Whether they're the ones who dumped you or not, but they will come back. And of course, you enjoy this content, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell on your right, and I will see you in the next upload. Take care.